You could, we did test that, but it's a lot harder to control the process. So we're not really recommending that. Stick with the recommended application of applying with the roller and a cut-in pad, removing some of the excess, buffing in that remainder with a white pad, and you'll have a lot of success. If you want to try to buff it on and buff it off with a carpet circle or how you've done it in the past, you can give it a try, but come back to the recommended method if you have any issues. Sure, you can, and it might actually be necessary in some areas where you can't reach with the buffer. So stair treads, risers, detail areas, maybe back in the corner in the pantry. So if it's necessary for those areas, apply Chroma with the cut-in pad or a brush. You still want to remove about, some of the excess, 30%, 50%, 70%, depending on what your typical technique is, just with a terry cloth rag. Then you want to hand rub in the remainder to match, and use a little bit of firm pressure because you're trying to match the buffer action that you've used in the rest of the field, but not too much, and be careful of using your fingertips or a really heavy part of your palm so that you don't take too much color off just in those areas. So yes, you can apply it by hand. In fact, it's going to be necessary in some areas. So practice your technique there, blend everything out with your field of where you've buffed, and you should be good to go. So the easiest thing to do is a visual, right? When I'm applying this, it should look like a thin coat of paint without any puddles or pooling, and the grain shouldn't be easy to see. So if your grain's really poking out of there, you may not be putting it on heavy enough. If you can't see the grain at all, you may be putting it on too heavy. And then always calculate. Another easy thing to do is, either mark off your wall or a room or a certain number of rooms where okay, this is 250 feet, or these 2 rooms are 500 square feet together, and then just do your calculations. See how much product you've used. Make sure you're getting somewhere in that 600 to 700 square foot per gallon range, and you should be good as far as your application rate with your Bona Chroma coloration system. Yes, you can, but don't do it. There's too many reasons why you shouldn't. First of all, it's probably going to splash due to the really thin viscosity of this product. Then you're going to be dealing with all the splashes, whether it's just on the floor or now up on your trim work. So it's probably going to splash. You're also going to lose too much down the seams. Even if you full trowel filled the floor, or you think the floor is pretty tight because it's a new installation, because the thinness of this product, it's going to go down any little area that it can. And then I don't want issues of it running down into those areas, pooling too heavy on the tongue, running all the way underneath the floor, could extend my dry times, and just do other stuff from there that doesn't help me out. So yes, while you could pour it on the floor, use the roller as your application rate tool. Don't pour it on there, and you should have a lot of success.